Okay, now we're going to do operations with imaginary numbers. For this video, we're going to add, subtract, and multiply. Okay, for addition and subtraction, all you're worrying about is like terms. That's it. So for this problem, we have -2 plus I, and then you're adding the complex number -3 plus 8i. So look at, you add the two reals together, -3 plus -2 plus -3, and then I plus 8i. And then you simplify that, and then look at, it's already in the form a plus bi. So this right here is a complex number in this form. When we subtract, remember when you subtract on the outside of parentheses, you distribute that subtract sign to both numbers. So we have -8 and -3, and then -4i subtract -2. -4i subtract -2i. And remember, subtract a negative is like adding a positive. So -4i plus -2i is -2i. All right, so this is the results. Here are the two results. All right, when we multiply, I know some of you, a lot of teachers like the FOIL method. I like using just straight distributive because if you had three terms, I plus 7i, and then in here we had say 7 plus 3i plus, I don't know, 5i squared, something like that. You can't use the FOIL method. And so since the FOIL method could only be used with binomials, why do it? Why not just always use the terminology distributive? So remember, in the distributive, you're going to have 1 times that set of parentheses plus 7i, because the 1 distributes to both of those, and the 7i distributes to both of those. So we have 1 times 7 and 1 times 3i, and then we have 7i times 7 and 7i times 3i. And notice what I put over here, the powers of I. So we have I to the first is just I, whoops, but I squared is -1. So when you multiply this out, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 3i is 3i, then 7i times 7 is 49i, 7i times 3i is 21i squared. But remember, I squared we can rewrite as -1. 21 times -1 is -21 now. That becomes subtract 21. And then 7 subtract 21 becomes, if you group these two things, that becomes -14. And that's our final answer. All right, that's it for operations with imaginary numbers or complex numbers, adding, subtracting, multiply. That's it for now.